Welcome to episode 1 of your Excel journey from beginner to boss. If you have ever opened Excel and you're staring at the spaceship dashboard, then you are not alone. By the end of this video, you will get to know where to click, where to start with, what to do, and how to start working like a pro, even if you have never used Excel before. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tech It with Bhavitha. I'm Bhavitha and I'll be your guide through this entire playlist. We are not rushing, we are building skills step by step. So grab your laptop or phone and let's get started. And don't forget to watch my video to learn because there is some surprise for you. And also don't forget to download the practice sheet that I have attached in the description. It got sample data where you can just get along with me. Alright. When you open Excel, the very first thing that you are working in is called as Workbook. A workbook is basically your Excel file. And it's like a book which contains multiple pages inside. Like we have worksheets in it. You can just see this. Like whatever you see around here is called as a workbook. So if you look down, like these are all like the sheet 1, sheet 2, like I have the interface store, cell reference practice, free spins, and also I can just get few more like this sheet 1. All these are all the sheets. We can rename these sheets as per we like. So just name it with some meaningful name so that it won't be hard for you to just search for some data. So each sheet is like a separate page in your book. Like let's say I'm storing some data, like this is our first tutorial, right? Let me just type tutorial 1. So something like this. And you can also add tab colors here. Let's see how. You just need to right click on this and just select tab color and you can just color whatever that you would like to. Like see, tab color yellow. So that you can just easily differentiate the sheets over here. This might look small, but trust me, naming and cleaning these Excel sheets would make your work easier later. Let's explore Excel interface. Once you get to know what is what, Excel will feel like a home. This area on top is called as Excel ribbon. It's like Excel's control panel. Here you can find different things like file, home, insert, draw, and little help. These are like different tabs you can just switch to. And each tab groups certain tools. Like you can see home tab contains all the formatting tools and the insert tab contains all the charts and tables and data tab contains all sorting tools and all. And you know what? You can customize this ribbon. You can just go to file and go to options and you can customize your ribbon from here. You can just add what are the tools that you need and remove what all that you don't need or don't use so frequently. This long bar here shows the formula bar. So whatever you just type, like let's say, let me type 2 and 3, and I'm just adding this. I'm just adding this and this. So when I just go here, it shows what all the formulas is there. And not only formulas, even if there is a number, it shows the number too. And the right next box to this formula bar is the name box. So it just gives you the cell reference name. Like you can see the 2 is in B and 9. So it just gives you B9. And not only this, you know what? You can just name a range of numbers. Like let me say I did this calculation. So let me name it as sum. And just press enter. So now, whenever you just type sum, it takes you there. Isn't it cool? And later, you can use this name directly. And look down here. What all the data that you have selected, it gives you some status of it. This is called a status bar. So see, you can just select a range of data. I can just select 2 and 3 and just it gives the average count as well as sum. You can just customize this by just right clicking over here and getting what you want, what all you want and what all you do not want. These small areas, the status bar, formula bar or the ribbon might look very small right now. But later on when you use large data sets, you will be using them so constantly. This is one of the important topics that we need to master early, cell reference, because when your formulas don't behave as you expected, that means there is something wrong with these cell references. Let's look at your practice file. So there is already a sheet named cell reference practice, where I have some predefined data of price, quantity, total, and tax rate. When you copy a formula, Excel automatically adjusts its references. Let's see how. I'm just typing a formula here, price into quantity, so that I can get my total. So I just got 400 into 2 is equal to 200. And now I'm just copying the same formula to the other cells. See, the references got changed. Here I had A2 and B2, which got changed to A3, B3, and then also changed to A4 and B4. So this is called as relative referencing. Now let's see what is absolute reference. I want to add the tax rate to my total. So what I can do is that I'll just change my formula by adding this particular cell. And I want this tax rate to be constant. So what I'll be doing is I'll be adding a dollar sign before this row name and also before the column name. And I'm closing it and just pressing enter. See? Now I'm just copying this. Check this out. Now the D2 did not change to D3. Instead, it remained D2 only throughout. Correct? This is called as absolute referencing. Now let's see mixed referencing. Here, let's say if you just want to change the references of columns or rows. So now I just don't want this total. I'm just taking the total of B2. I want my price, this A column, constant. So I'm using a dollar sign before A and not before 2. And I'm pressing enter. And now I'm copying this and see, the A remains constant over here and the particular row numbers are changing, correct? Now let's say I want my row number to be constant and I want to change the columns. So this time I'll be using the dollar sign before 2 instead of A. And now you can just see here. See what happened? The column changed to B, right? Because we put the 2 as constant, so this 2, it will be constant, okay? And this will be constant. But these columns are changing. Fine? I have a trick for you. You don't need to press the dollar sign every time. Instead, what you can do is, I can just use F4 to toggle between relative reference, mixed reference, and absolute reference. Isn't it simple? Get used to checking your formula by just double-clicking your cell, so that you will know which reference is logged and which reference is moving. Alright. Ever scroll through a big data and your headers got disappeared? That's where freeze panes come in. Go to View tab and you'll see freeze panes and click on freeze top row. So this time, whenever you just go down, your top row won't go. It will be still visible. And let us change that one to freeze first column. And now what happens, even when you just swiped right, your first column would be constant. This is because whenever you want to see your IDs and the data with respect to the IDs, these will act like magic. If you want to compare the two parts of a big table, then you just need to press click. So you can just compare any parts of the table like this. You will get two scrollable sections in the same sheet. This is perfect for side-by-side analysis. Now let's understand different file types in Excel. Excel usually supports many formats, and knowing which one to use can save you a lot of trouble. So you can just go to File, Save As. Okay, so we have got these many file types which are compatible with Excel. And for the day-to-day use, we'll be using .xlsx. And when you use VBA or recorded macros, you will be using .xlsm. If you want to know what are macros, just wait till my playlist get end. But because I'm just gonna explain you this particular topic at the end. Or let's say you just want to share the data without any formulas involved. Then you will be just sharing it in the .csv file, which is like comma delimited. So all the formulas which are in your file will be lost. Let's say you have a very big table and you just wanted to construct it. So to just send it faster and make the file size lower, you can use .xlsb, which is Excel binary workbook. Always save automation heavy or VBA files as .xlsm, and if you're sharing some plain data to upload somewhere else, use .csv. But keep a copy of .xlsx because .csv files removes all your formatting. Now, let's talk about every Excel user's nightmare. That is accidentally closing without saving. I did it a lot of times when I was new. So, I suggest you not to do it. Thankfully, Excel has a few safety nets. So, you can just turn on this autosave so that your files get saved into your OneDrive. And note all the changes that you do in the file that get saved instantly. And next one is go to File, Options, and Save. And make sure that this Save AutoRecover information is enabled for every 10 minutes. And next one is the version history. If you are using a cloud storage, then just go to File, Info, and Version History. You can open your older versions of the file or also restore them. If Excel crashes, to reopen the file that you're working on, go to File, Info, Manage Workbook, Recover Unsaved Workbooks. You might find your unsaved file right there. So if you ever panic that Excel got crashed, don't stress. It's probably sitting safely in recovery. Let's quickly recap whatever we have learned today. So, we have understood what's the difference between worksheets and workbook. We also understood the Excel interface, what is ribbon, what is formula bar, where is name box, and what is status bar. And there was also a secret tip how to edit the status bar, right? Just make use of it. And also, we learned about relative, absolute, and mixed references and how to use it. We also learned about freeze panes and split window. And then we learned different types of Excel files. And also the most panicking thing, which is autosave and recovery. These are real foundations of Excel. If you get comfortable with these, you will feel confident moving forward. I have attached today's practice file in the description. You will find few sheets where you can practice all the things that we learned today. Awesome work today. You have mastered the first big step in Excel. Oh, are you thinking what is this for? I said you in the starting, right, to watch till the end. This is because of it. So in my every video, I'll be just sharing a secret hack or trick or tip which would be very useful for you when you deal with Excel. As this is the first episode, here is your first Excel boost tip for the day. Don't ever think that if you don't have a laptop, you can't practice Excel. There is an app in Android as well as Apple. So you can just go there, download it, and start practicing from today itself. If you don't have the app installed, you can use it online too. To do that, I am attaching a link in the description. Just go there, click on the link, and then sign in with your Microsoft account. And boom, you're in. No downloads, no cost, pure learning. Now you know where everything is, where to find it, where to start with, and how to start working confidently. The next episode, we will enter into the data entry and formatting, where we will talk about autofill, flash fill, formatting cells beautifully, and lots of time-saving tricks. Make sure you download the file, try everything once, and comment below if you have faced any difficulty or confusion. I'll reply personally and help you out. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to Take It with Bhavitha. And don't ever forget to turn on the bell icon so that you won't miss my any video. And I'll see you in episode 2.